What is happening, Turbo Toys here? But you can call me Turbo, and today we're going to unbox and take a look at both the regular and chase versions of the main event series 153, the legendary wrestling action figures of none other than Mr. Perfect. So as we just take a look at both the figures in the packaging, we see the standard version in the light blue and then the chase version in the black. Both figures in the main event series 153, and it's always nice to have the legend as the chase in this figure line. So it'll be interesting to see if getting the chase figure is as desirable as getting the standard version. And as we look at the back of the box, we can see 153 Mr. Perfect, that classic picture of Curt Hennig, and we can also see that he's a technician as well as the other four figures in this series. But we didn't come here to look at the packaging, so let's get these guys out of the box and see how they look. Right, so as we get the figures on the stand, we can see the regular version in the light blue and the chase version in the black. Now starting with the regular version, this is his second Mattel in the blue. His first Mattel figure release was the Elite in the Legends line, which he had the blue singlet with a yellow design on the back. I feel like this time around the blue on the singlet is a much better colour match, and of course this time he has the black design on the back. And as we move on to the chase, now I found it quite strange that they went with a black singlet for the main event figure, because we've got two previous black singlets in the Elite line. So would you guys skip this one because of that reason? And would you prefer to see him in, say, like the green singlet? I would love to know your thoughts. I think either way, down the line, we'd probably still want this singlet because it's a different variation on the previous two Elites. As we can see, this one has the orange design on the back. Moving on to his head scan, and we can see that these figures share the same scan as the Elite Legends Series 20 Mr. Perfect. But it's a fantastic representation of how Curt Hennig looks, and I'm here for it. So as we try and ignore his warped fingers, we can see the standard version as the light blue singlet with the black design and the white wrist tape, and the chase version as the black singlet with the orange design and the white wrist tape. But both figures' top half of the legs are moulded in the singlet's colour, and then the flesh tone is painted over the top of that. And they did the same with the RVD main event series, so it looks like the days of moulded on short shorts, maybe no more. Finishing off the tyres, both sets of these figures have the short black knee pads. They have the white boots with the Mr. P logos on each side of the boot. And I also think it would be pretty cool to compare these main event figures with previous Mattel Mr. Perfect figures, starting with this Heritage series Mr. Perfect in the yellow singlet. Now for a long time this was one of my favourite basic figures. I still think the head scan holds up, but with the true effects, these new ones are absolutely class. Here is the chase version with the Elite Retrofest series Mr. Perfect, another solid figure with another great head scan. I did want to compare the Monday Night Wars Curt Hennig, but he's currently still in the package, so this Retrofest is the Unny Loose Elite in the black singlet. And now I want to compare the regular version to the Elite Legends Series 3. And like I previously stated, I much prefer the singlet colour on the main event, but still another solid looking figure. And of course, if you wanted to display these figures with the Intercontinental Championship, this is how they'd look. Because I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like every Mr. Perfect figure should be displayed with the IC title belt. So another one of the greatest wrestlers of all time never to hold the WWF Championship. We asked the question, would I recommend this one? And again, it's absolutely. I always think if you get the opportunity to own a classic WWE legend in any line for a retail price, then it's worth it. But I think I would have rather than make the chase more appealing with a different colour to the black singlet, because I feel like the blue is more preferred choice. And then maybe they could have released this black and orange singlet later down the line. But what do you guys think of these figures? I would love to hear where you sit on this one. But from the main event 153 Mr. Perfect, that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed what you see, then please be sure to give this video a like, comment and subscribe. Why not tickle that little notification bell and come and join me on all the other socials at Turbo Toys. And until that next video, I will see you when I see you.